Is Amber Heard getting the Rachel Zegler treatment? She's been blacklisted from Hollywood?
Everyone, it's me, Steph the alternate, Johnny the alternative, and I am joined with Andy. Hey up, hon. How are you doing,
What's
love?
up? Happy birthday, Steph. And yes,
Thank
welcome
you.
back. Happy to be back. And thank you for helping me be back. If you're wondering why I have the shades, go watch the first video we posted. We gave you a quick update, but now we move forward. We're here to talk about the news like we would. And yes, Steph, I don't know if I'm buying this. First of all, Rachel
Mm,
Zegler's not blacklisted. Everybody keeps saying she is, but she's still in Snow White. She's
mm.
still in a new Hunger Games movie. She's still going to probably get other gigs. She's a popular, young upcoming actress. Uh, Amber Heard has yes, she's blacklisted. Of course she is. She was, and she will continue to be. She moved to Spain because they're not hiring her. The question that I keep see coming up in this article and others is this idea that they now are officially like, nope, she can do no more. She's not going to promote Aquaman, are the rumors I'm hearing, right, Steph?
Yeah.
But that's also bullshit to me because hello, we're in a SAG strike. Like Jason Momoa can't promote Aquaman. None of them can. Until the SAG strike is over and more comes forward, there's not anything going to happen. Now, it does seem like the SAG strike is starting to finally they're negotiating. Like it does seem like we'll have that sorted out this month, in which case then it will be interesting to see if they let Amber do the junkets. I think that is going to be a fascinating thing to keep an eye on. Will they fly her out from Spain to do the junkets for Aquaman 2? I'm saying no. I don't think they will risk that. She's not a big part of the movie. They'll probably just keep it with Jason, and maybe even Nicole Kidman, but and Patrick, what's his name, Wilson. But the question of is she blacklisted? I mean, what is the article? This is not like a legitimate news source either, right, Steph? What are they sort of implying here? I can't read it as easily as you can.
Yeah, so essentially, this whole rumor of, Amber Heard and, Rachel Zegler apparently being blacklisted is all about how controversies and public image can actually impact an actor's career. We know that, of course, Amber Heard has taken an absolute battering when it comes to public image with all the quote, controversies, to put it lightly, that she's been embroiled in. Rachel Zegler, you can say to a certain extent, but as Andy has said, Rachel Zegler hasn't been blacklisted yet. She is going to still be in the new Hunger Games movie. She's still Snow White at the moment. So really, her being blacklisted actually remains to be seen. It'll be more a question of will she get any further roles beyond the ones that we already know that she has. That'll pretty much clarify that. But in terms of Amber Heard, absolutely. I mean, this article is saying here that, Warner Brothers has taken the bold step to minimize her role further, which we have reported in the past. Apparently, she's really only in the film for like a couple of minutes. They've really, really reduced it down. I mean, you went to CinemaCon in Vegas a few months back and you were able to see first before anyone else, the Aquaman trailer and seeing the presentation for that. Overall, based on the presentation from Warner Brothers and the trailer that you saw, do you really think that Amber Heard's role has been minimized as much as possible?
Oh, look. I don't think they're going to cut her out. I've always said this. They're trying to play both sides, but I think it wasn't about cutting her down. I'm sure she maybe had a few other parts, but she was. We learned there was from the sidebars, or there was some new evidence that recently got unreleased, showing that Momoa and James Wan, the director, didn't really want to do it with her anymore. Like they didn't like her in the first movie. The chemistry wasn't good. They wanted somebody. They wanted to sort of tone down that part. The movie was always sort of centered around the brothers of Patrick Wilson and Jason Momoa. And so, look, this movie is just a dumpster fire, if you ask me. I never was a big Aquaman fan in the first place, but the movie was okay. It made $1 billion, right? So this was a huge property that they were hoping would be a next big thing. Then comes the pandemic, and then the strikes, and this movie has been shelved for so long. And I don't believe this movie is going to do well at all, regardless of whether they cut her or not. I just don't think people care anymore about Aquaman. The movie looks like just a smorgasbord of just boring CGI creatures in muddy water. Like I just don't care. Like so much money and energy and spent on probably the dumbest, most unnecessary movie ever. So look, I just, I, yeah, but were they going to cut her out? I don't think so. And I mean, I think they're trying to be better, is what I'm just how I think they're trying to justify it by saying, look, we're not going to cancel anybody from the movie. We're just going to put it out as is. I think that's a mistake. I think she should have been recut and recast, just like they did the Fantastic Beasts and Johnny. But it's not the same producers. It's not the same director, right? So we'll see how this all plays out. But do I think will she be cut from Aquaman 2? No. I think she's going to be in it. I think it's going to do same amount of box office whether she was in it or not, because this movie looks dumb. I think this movie is a bomb no matter how you float it. And is she blacklisted from Hollywood outside of this? Clearly, she doesn't live in Hollywood anymore. She bounced, and her Into the Fire movie is talk about a dumpster fire, is doing horrifically bad. And I don't really want to keep making videos talking about her, if I'm being honest, either. Like, she can go do what she wants in private, her life. Get out of my life. You know what I mean? I don't want to see her in movies. I don't want to pay I will never pay to support her in movies. Her bed is, she made her bed and she can go lie in it. I don't feel bad, but I don't want to keep talking about it because I just don't care about her. She's a scumbag in my mind. And until she ever tries to take accountability, which she never will, and I'll never believe is real, there's just nothing left for me to ever really need to hear her say her name again. Do you know what I mean, Steph? So this idea of, is she blacklisted? Of course she is. I think everyone's sick of her and over her, and the Cat 10 barges and other people trying to bring her back are going to have a tough time getting the masses to ignore what they saw on that trial. It had nothing to do with us or TikTok. It was all her doing. Her lies are what, set her down the path she's going to be on, which is not good acting roles. And boo-hoo to her.
Yeah, I mean, talk about, Aquaman 2 potentially being a dumpster fire. Her being in the movie in any way, shape, or form is not going to help matters for Warner Brothers. Over 4,600,000 have signed this petition to remove Amber Heard from Aquaman 2, with the majority turning around and saying, even if there's a smidgen of Amber Heard in this movie, we are not going to watch it. So just based on that alone, once Aquaman 2 comes out, I think it's going to take a massive, massive hit. Now, yeah, not only is she pretty much dumped from Aquaman 2 and blacklisted from that in terms of, promotion and all that malarkey, but rumours are that, she was supposed to be in Matt Reeves' sequel of The Batman Part 2, but she's been dropped from that. Also, as well, she was going to be in a planned horror project, apparently, with Blumhouse Productions, which has also been scrapped now. These are rumours. We don't know too much about the validity of them.
There's no way she was ever going to be in Matt Reeves' Batman. Whoever said that is a complete clickbait a-hole. The Batman is its own piece. Warner Brothers would have gotten Joaquin Phoenix in there over Amber Heard or anybody else. That's a complete nothing burger. But yeah, I mean, she's toast. What can we say? She's toast. And it's, I don't want to just keep piling on. She did it to herself. I just don't want to talk about her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I am curious to see how Warner Brothers will handle this, moving forward. And will they let her be the junket? Are they going to try and spotlight her? Those will be the interesting questions. If SAG strike gets done, this movie comes out in December, I believe.
Yeah.
There's still time that they can make that decision. I would be shocked if they put her in the junkets. What do you think? Do you think they're going to put her in the junkets?
Well, I think she's trying her best from a PR junket to try and rehabilitate her image and claw her way back to Hollywood and try and get back into the junkets, trying to play the sympathy card. I mean, here we go. A few days ago, Amber Heard spotted walking with a crutch whilst carrying her daughter, Una, trying to play the sympathy card of, oh, look at me, I'm hurt, I'm damaged. But, bear in mind, I'm also a mum as well. So, yeah, the Amber Heard PR machine is definitely in full force, and I really do think she's trying to play the sympathy card at this point to claw her way back to Hollywood. Do you think that will ever work, Andy?
Yeah, as a dude who's on a YouTube video wearing shades going blind, I'm not going to comment on her injuries. None of my damn business. But I've had sources tell me that people who live there who are like had kept an eye to sort of see, is she really now part of the neighborhood? And they've said they never see her at these spots. They all feel like these are totally calculated PR moves and appearances that she does with Una and with the crutches, etc., to make herself seem like she's out in the neighborhood living about, but the locals say another story. So take that as you will. Look, I don't think we should be hounding her in her private life. I really don't. I don't care about her life. Am I anybody else with me? Who cares about this woman? Like I don't like her. We deserve justice for Johnny. She deserves accountability, which I don't feel like she had. But I feel like when we talk about her, we give her life, and she doesn't deserve that right now. She can go find another career, go be a mom, do what she's got to do. But I'm not paying to support her in a movie ever, and I don't support her ever. I'm not a fan of hers, and she can go live her private life in Spain. Best of luck to you.
Best of luck to her indeed. Guys, if you appreciated this video and want more, and of course there's going to be more, then make sure you subscribe to Popcorn Planet, turn that notification bell to all, like this video, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever, and also go one step further today and join. Become a Popcorn Planeteer for as little as $5.99 a month and get exclusive content from the man himself, Andy Signor. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. We appreciate all your faces and your support, and on the screen right now are some videos that you'll want to clickety click.